My daughter didn't have to testify against me. She chose to. It's Rose Gold's fault I went to prison, but she's not the only one to blame. If we're pointing fingers, mine are aimed at the prosecutor and his overactive imagination, the gullible jury, and the bloodthirsty reporters. They all clamored for justice. What they wanted was a story. Get out your popcorn, because boy, did they write one. Once upon a time, they said, a wicked mother gave birth to a daughter. The daughter appeared to be very sick and had all sorts of things wrong with her. She had a feeding tube, her hair fell out in clumps, and she was so weak she needed a wheelchair to get around. For 18 years, no doctor could figure out what was wrong with her. Then along came 2 police officers to save the daughter. Lo and behold, the girl was perfectly healthy. The evil mother was the sick one. The prosecutor told everyone the mother had been poisoning her daughter for years. It was the mother's fault the girl couldn't stop vomiting, that she suffered from malnutrition. Aggravated child abuse, he called it. The mother had to be punished. After she was arrested, the press swooped in like vultures, eager to capitalize on a family being ripped apart. Their headlines screamed for the blood of Poisonous Patty, a 50-something master of manipulation. All the mother's friends fell for the lies. High horses were marched all over the land. Every lawyer, cop, and neighbor was sure they were the girl's savior. They put the mother in prison and threw away the key. Justice was served, and most of them lived happily ever after. The end. But where were the lawyers while the mother was scrubbing the girl's vomit out of the carpet for the 1,000th time? Where were the cops while the mother pored over medical textbooks every night? Where were the neighbors when the little girl cried out for her mother before sunrise? Riddle me this. If I spent almost 2 decades abusing my daughter, why did she offer to pick me up today? Connolly approaches my cell at noon sharp, as promised. You ready, Watts? I scramble off my Pop-Tart of a bed and pull my scratchy khaki uniform taut. Yes, sir. I have become a woman who chirps. The pot-bellied warden pulls out a large ring of keys and whistles as he slides open my door. I am Connolly's favorite inmate. I pause at my cellie's bed, not wanting to make a scene. But Alicia is already sitting against the wall, hugging her knees. She raises her eyes to mine and bursts into tears, looking much younger than 20. Shh. I bend down and wrap the girl in my arms. I try to sneak a peek at her bandaged wrists, but she catches me. Keep applying the ointment and changing those dressings. No infections, I say, wiggling my eyebrows at her. Alicia smiles, tears staining her face. She hiccups. Yes, Nurse Watts. I try not to preen. I was a certified nursing assistant for 12 years. Good girl. Diaz is going to walk the track with you today, 30 minutes, doctor's orders. I smile back, petting Alicia's hair. Her hiccups have stopped. You'll write me? I nod. And you can call me whenever. Squeezing her hand, I stand again and head toward Connolly, who has been waiting patiently. I pause at the threshold and look back at Alicia, making a mental note to send her a letter when I get home. 1 hour at a time. Alicia waves shyly. Good luck out there. Connolly and I walk toward intake and release. My fellow inmates call out their farewells. Keep in touch, you hear? We'll miss you, Mama. Stay out of trouble, Skeeto. Short for Mosquito, a nickname given as an insult but taken as a compliment. Mosquitoes never give up. I give them my best Queen Elizabeth wave, but refrain from blowing kisses. Best to take this seriously. Connolly and I keep walking. In the hallway, Stevens nearly plows me over. She bears an uncanny resemblance to a bulldog, squat and stout, flapping jowls, known to drool on occasion. She grunts at me. Good riddance. Stevens was in charge until I got here. Never a proponent of the flies and honey approach, she is vinegar through and through. But brute force and scare tactics get you only so far, and they get you nowhere with a woman of my size. Usurping her was easy. I don't blame her for hating me. I waved my fingers at her coquettishly. Have a glorious life, Stevens. Don't poison any more little girls, she growls. Strangling her isn't an option, so I kill her with kindness instead. I smile, the epitome of serenity, and follow Conley.